and 2 years later, you made a 30% profit. While you're still hesitating about whether to sell, some of the people who bought in with you have already started to cash out and run. By the time you come to your senses, you might not be able to sell at all. This isn't just talk. Last week, in some areas, the time a property stayed on the market jumped from just over 20 days to over 50 days, almost overnight. So you might say, fine, I won't hold out for 30%, I'll settle for 20%. Buying early? It doesn't quite work like that. The person who told you to buy in Tasmania probably already bought in themselves when they said that. In other words, when you're making a 20% profit, they've already made 50%, or even when you just bought in, they've already made 20%. When you buy, you're slow. When they help push the market up, you're 3 steps behind. This is the liquidity issue in small markets. Remember the old saying, in big markets, the master leads the apprentice. In small markets, the master takes the land for himself. Let me elaborate a bit more. I recommend you read Lilu's Civilization, Modernization, and Value Investing. Essentially, value investing is a positive-sum game. We create value exchanging time for opportunity. But speculation and gambling are zero-sum games. The money I make is exactly the money you lose. That's why you've seen investment masters like Buffett write books to promote their philosophies and teach others how to invest. But you've never seen any top traders or quantum fund managers like, say, Jim Simons go around publicly sharing their strategies every day. Because when they make money, they want to make it quietly. And when they profit, it's at your expense. All right, that's all for that part. So from an investment logic perspective, can you buy property in Tasmania? Yes, you can, but you absolutely must not fool yourself into thinking you're investing. You have to honestly admit, I'm speculating, I'm gambling. At its core, this is no different from walking into a casino and playing blackjack. The only difference is the level of risk. So if you really want to gamble, why would you buy a house worth hundreds of thousands? In my view, property should be a stable part of a family's asset allocation. If you want to take risks, go buy Bitcoin, right? I'm just conducting a thought experiment here. I'm your buyer's agent in Melbourne.